Hi, I'm Shamika Askew with the Law Office of Shamika Askew, located in Brandon, Florida. So today I want to talk about an issue that I see frequently in family law cases, and it relates to the children or the child going out of the country with the other parent. So what I have seen in my actual cases is that one of the parents, typically, not all the time, but my client, has a fear that the other parent will travel out of the country and never return back with the child. So based on that fear, the client typically asks me, hey Shamika, can we prevent him or her from traveling out of the country with my child or children? So I tell the client, most of the times you will not be able to restrict the parent's right to actually travel out of the country by not signing a passport, because some clients do try to do that where they say, hey, I'm just not going to sign the passport information. And generally speaking, a judge will allow the other parent to get a passport for the child and will have you sign off on the consent to have that parent get the passport. Most of the time, the restrictions that I see, if this is a concern of the parent where they have this fear that the other parent will not return back with the child to the United States, sometimes the judge will put in language into an order or a final judgment that says, and I've seen it both ways, it doesn't have to be both, it could be one or the other. One judge may say, hey, before you travel out of the country, you have to file a motion and get it approved. That's one way I've seen it. Another way that I've also seen it is where the judge literally indicates in the order and the final judgment that you have to go to countries that are participants of the Hague. So in short, what that really means is that these countries actually have laws in place to ensure that if a parent does flee out of the country, this country can ensure the proper and safety return of the child back to its home state, which is some state in the United States. So that's one of the restrictions I've also seen. So in short, you cannot prevent the other parent from traveling out of the country. And a lot of times when parents do try to do that, I have to remind them that, hey, it goes both ways. So if you want to prevent this parent from traveling out of the country, that means you can't travel out of the country either. And so when they hear that, they're like, oh, well, I don't want that. And I'm like, yeah. So what you need to do is say, hey, court, I have this fear. Can you, put something in place to ensure that my child returns back to the United States, whether it be, in this particular case in Florida. So I hope that's helpful. Again, my name is Shamika Askew with the Law Office of Shamika Askew, located in Brandon, Florida.